That's fast.
So how long was the drive for you here? You're from like
South Orange. Like 20 minutes. Yeah.
okay. What do you like more? You like a turnover or T-step?
I would say it doesn't matter. Whichever one allows you to get out faster.
Yeah.
That's where you work, because it's all like if I just tell someone, all right, go backwards, come forward.
Yeah.
They're gonna do whatever they do.
Yeah.
If I say, all right, if I see you T-step and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're gonna foot fire.
Right.
And then we get to a game, your natural instinct is gonna be the T-step.
Right.
So but you're never gonna have worked it.
Right.
So it's gonna be a little sloppier, a little slower, but you're still gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, whatever you want to do that. Just get real good at it. That's all that matters.
Good.
We're gonna pedal, flip into a side run, flip again into a side run. Finish to the one. Pedal, flip, 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 pedal, flip, flip, flip. It's really weird out of a speed turn. That last step though, try and get it moving straight downhill. You're here. This foot kind of hits here.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Here. Boom. Trick is snap the eyes. It's gonna like help the feet, but also we're on the line right now, so just like use that as the like kind of landmark. Boom.
Right back here.
Flip. Flip.
I T-stepped off of this one.
Yeah, it was kind of like halfway in between a T-step and a
turnover.
Yeah, so I would say when I give you the break, don't think like, all right, I have to break immediately off whichever foot.
Yeah.
Kind of give yourself a little half second or like half step to kind of regather yourself.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm doing it, I'll be pedal. When I hear break, I won't just go put this foot on the ground and try to go.
Right.
I'll take a small little step with the left foot because I know I have to break off the right foot to get this way.
Right.
So I'm not exactly sure how it would work the other way, but think like take a small step with the right foot almost.
Yeah.
I think. Boom,
Yeah.
put this foot on the ground.
Gotcha. Just be a little bit more patient.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I get a ton of criticism for like training every position, but I'm not gonna claim to be an expert, but at the end of the day, like it's really all just body awareness. And like I mastered that when I was young. Before I even became a decent football player, just like having body awareness, because my trainers in high school, it wasn't position specific, like we were just doing like run form and like foot placement and all this stuff. Didn't really make me a better linebacker, but made me a better like athlete and understand things. So I fully get it. I have a bad tendency of raising my pad level because I just feel I'm here. I really just feel like I'm like leaning way into it. I'm not picking my feet up enough.
So when we're running, you know, we want everything high off the ground. DB, a lot of our movements, we want them quicker, lower to the ground. So like, we don't want these high reaching steps.
Right.
We want everything low.
Of course.
Kind of moving quicker.
Yeah.
And the side run is kind of the same thing. Like we don't have to be up here. We can be more.
Right. And I feel like when I go through these drills, especially when I know that there's a break in a certain direction, I feel like I'll lean into it. So like obviously during a man concept, like you don't know what the wide receiver's doing. So I feel like my breaks are good. I was watching some videos yesterday, some breaks. The breaks are good, but like if I'm breaking this way and I know it, I'll see my hips start cheating so that when I break, my hips already in the right direction and it's smooth, but it's not reactionary, you know what I mean? When I mess something up or I constantly mess something up, I like go to practice and be like, that's all I'm thinking about. Just don't on this specific thing. And like, that's a really like a 1% everyday type of deal. last one.
Go. Break. 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 Press the tight end, press a running back.
Yeah, it's catch. It's catch after the first 5.
Yeah. So well, catch is press just.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So right now we're just gonna work the up close footwork. So right now we're just gonna go right here. So we'll be right here. I'll just give a like release. Nothing too crazy to start. You'll be here. Boom. Read it. Try and win within the 5 yards. I'm gonna push downfield a little bit. So once I get downfield, boom, we're just gonna transition. Get in the hip.
Yeah. We'll do like a 80%. I'll make sure we get it right before we go crazy.
So big thing I'll say is you don't, when you're pressing, you don't want to beat them to the spot. You want to meet them at the spot, right? So super important to take a leverage. So whichever leverage doesn't really matter.
I was gonna ask that.
Just know that it's gonna be eye to eye. So your left eye to his left eye, or your right eye to his right eye. Whichever leverage you have, don't feel super pressed to kind of overstep to that leverage, right? So what I see a lot of guys do is the receiver, they'll be here, they'll give them a hard fake. So they have this leverage, they'll give them a hard fake this way, knowing that they just want to go get vertical or go outside.
Right.
So they give them a hard fake this way, getting the DB to jump, so that way they can just go vertical, right? So DB, they'll be here. Oh shit, he's going here. Now he's just going vertical, running his route.
Right.
But he has separation, he has space. We want to be nice and patient, right? We don't want to beat him to the spot, we want to meet him there, right? So if he gives us a fake to our leverage, we can be nice and calm, because if he wants to keep going that way, then we just get hands on and wash him down.
Right.
But what that does is now we're calm this way, he goes back outside, now we're in position.
Gotcha.
We can slide over it with
Gotcha.
You see the difference it makes?
Yeah,
like 100%. You're just right there in position.
Right.
And like you're strong enough to where if they do try to cross your face, you just wash them down, like they're getting washed down.
Right. Where now, if I'm playing a catch technique, it doesn't matter, catch man, press, where should my eyes be?
Everything on the hips.
Gotcha.
Man coverage just in general, just eyes on the hips until you're ready to look back.
I've had people tell me like shoulder, because that's what you want to hit with your
shoulder.
person. Right.
I go here.
Gotcha. So now if I'm in this leverage and you do give me a fake this way, do you want me pressing here or no?
Yeah. So hands, I always say it's a jab, not like a haymaker.
Right.
So say you do go this way, boom, throw it, pull it back real quick. I'm still on the hip. Now if he does go back, boom, throw it again, pull it back.
Okay.
Good. Just understand that there's a good chance they're gonna be fakes.
Yeah.
So don't feel super pressed to, oh, he gives.
Like they're not hitting a one-step slant.
Movement like here, that's fine, right? We can let him, say we like if we have this leverage, we can get to leverage on this hip and still be in good shape. So don't be super, whatever he does, just be patient on it, right?
Yeah.
Once he does finally commit to something, now we start to get into
it. Gotcha. What is your take on, I heard this a long time ago, and I don't know how legit it is. If you release outside, it's gonna be an outside break, like 80% of the time.
Nah, offenses are too, because even when I played receiver, I would vary up which way I broke, and I would just change how I wanted to top the route. So I wouldn't say.
Because like if you're running a dig per se, and like say that you don't get the vertical separation that you want, like the whole route's busted.
Yeah. That's why winning the front's so important on defense. I would say there are times when it kind of, I would say you can start looking into that, but a lot of that goes into game planning, what their offense likes to do. Probably the hardest one.
Through the wrong hand.
I kind of felt it like kind of slide over my shoulder, but the straight speed release, most difficult one. Probably not gonna get as much from tight ends and running backs. What's
your thought, like if it is a receiver, just like you just did? I am not experienced with throwing my hands. I'm a linebacker.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on just like having me be a little patient and then not throwing the hand just because I don't want to throw the wrong one? Like if he does give me a setup here, like throw the hand, obviously he's giving you time to do it, he's giving you a chest. But if I'm here and I'm just out now and like I don't have the confidence to throw the right hand because I'm not experienced with that, is it worse me missing the hand, or is it better for me just to play patient and try to beat him with my feet?
Feet always, 100% of the time, feet always. Because say, go do that again. Say you go here, you're focused on arms.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, then you're just, your body's off balance, you're
Right.
in an athletic position, like no way to really officially get downfield, and you're probably going to be at a disadvantage against them. So I would say if he does that and you recognize it,
Yeah, right.
kind of take that lateral slide step. So we're still going to try and stay square. So that way if he does break back, we can break back with him, but stay a little bit more, get a little bit more of an angle downfield. Still try to get one slide in. Then once you recognize, okay, he's going downfield, boom, we just cross.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll be patient with it.
But I'll be here, I'll throw, but then I see the speed release.
Right.
We'll take a really big or high angle downfield to try and, like, you know, still meet him at the spot.
Right.
And then once I recognize, okay, he's downfield, we just turn and run.
Yeah.
So I would say don't even think about that. If you feel unconfident with the hands, uncomfortable,
Yeah.
don't even use them.
Okay.
All feet.
Yeah, that's good because I feel like my feet are relatively good for my size. So like I feel like I can win reps there, but I always get too caught up with this and I'll lose reps by throwing a bad hand.
You'll never lose a rep because of good feet.
But you can lose it with bad hand
So
placement.
you'll never lose a rep with good feet, bad hands. You'll always lose a rep, bad hands, good hands, bad feet.
Right.
Like it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever played a boxing video game, but like, or even boxing, like boom, you throw, you know, a hook, now you're super exposed.
Of course.
Keep jabs,
Right.
you still protect yourself.
Yeah, gotcha.
Good. Once he gets kind of even on your hip, we don't really want to punch. So right there, took the release, I got to right here. You threw.
Up tall.
Yeah. So all that's doing is
Gaining separation.
creating separation, right? That arm length of separation is really all receivers need to create more space. So you have that arm on you, boom. That's an arm length of separation. The ball's to his outside shoulder. He can fade into it. You're not really in position. So I would say once it's like, okay, I'm downfield, I'm running. Instead of thinking punch here, think more so scrape the arm. So go ahead, receiver. So instead of being here, I see you downfield, scrape the arm, get in the hip, right?
Gotcha.
I'll give that same release, get to the outside. This time, just get the arm back. It's a quick one, right? And you only get one. So whenever you decide to use it, get the arm back. Then after that, we don't do it anymore.
Gotcha.
The other thing I'll say too is we don't want to, I know for like a linebacker, you're thinking like physicality, strong. When we pin it, we don't necessarily want to pin it
and push them.
Yeah, well, we don't want to push them behind them, right? So the angle you took was kind of an angle. If I kept running vertical and you kept going where you were going, you were going to end up over here. We want to more so, once we do get in here, get our shoulder either on his shoulder or in this crease right here. But then we want to we want to maintain a vertical angle and almost dictate where he's going off of there.
Gotcha.
It's gonna take, it took me like probably 2 years to even get that down, so.
Yeah, I'm cooked. Did me crazy on that one. Woo!
That's what you struggled with.
Yeah, it is. And I feel like, well, because it's like a thing as linebackers, like you never want to give up the inside. But just because it's an outside release doesn't mean it's an outside route. It could be a vertical, and like I feel like that's where I've always been wrong about it.
We were in a situation where like, all right, boom, there's a linebacker in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I don't want to make any type of contact with me because
yeah,
we get washed. Off of that, I know, all right, what do linebackers think about? They think about, all right, I'm in coverage, in space on a receiver, not really that comfortable with it.
Right.
So whichever way he goes, I'm gonna start panicking like, oh shit, he's going somewhere that's not straight to me. I gotta start getting there.
Right.
So that last rep, I'm like, all right, he's playing inside, doesn't want to get up the inside. Boom, give him a slight step inside, get vertical.
And then
I know that.
Yep.
I give him a fake right here. Good chance he jumps to it. Mind you, I'm also keeping separation, right? I'm like, I don't want hands on me, so I'm doing it all early.
Yeah.
Give a fake in here, you jump inside, I just get vertical.
Right.
Big thing is still same thing. Still don't come forward ever. Just be nice and patient, right? Just be patient. If I do go inside, all right, boom, we're here. If I give a hard step inside, understand that I step here. This is in the ground. Like, I can't.
Of
I
course.
can't go this way, but it's gonna be goofy, right? So knowing that, all right, boom, he gives a hard fake. All right, we'll be here. Now he gets back vertical. boom,
right.
shuffle.
Gotcha. So sorry for interrupting you guys in this extremely valuable video. Hope you guys are taking away a lot of these keynotes for this specific position, but I just wanted to interrupt you guys and stress the importance of you getting a 5-star football package and you taking your game to the next level this offseason. The 5-star football package has created multiple D1 players already, and many are well on their way. Are you going to be on your way next? Make sure to head to 5starfootballpackage.com. I'm going to link it below. There's a package for every position. There's no other programming like it in the country. If you get it, you're going to get way ahead of all your peers. So I promise you, it's early enough that they probably don't know about it or aren't on it. So make sure that you grab one today and enjoy the rest of the video. Yeah, so do you want to maintain that integrity with the spacing? So if my outside eye is on your inside eye, like that's my spacing. If you do fake, should I try to maintain that or should I be patient about that? Because that's the thing too, is like, regardless, if you stem me inside, like I'm probably gonna try to maintain that.
Go receiver real quick. I would say almost maybe let him, you can even let him get to like head up on you.
Yeah, because I really, in that spot where I was just at, I felt like I beat you, but like you're still in a good position, like if I kept going to make a play.
Boom, I can be still in this hip, quarterback throws it. Like there are gonna be certain times where you don't really want that to happen. Really the only one is like cover 0.
Right.
Quarterback has to get the ball out like that, so he doesn't have time to dick around.
I mean, if you go to these tryouts and you're running a slant, it's pretty lame, right?
Yeah, most guys probably, a lot of guys probably aren't gonna do it, you know, trying to show, all right, boom, I'm explosive, fast, vertical, so there's gonna be a lot of downfield routes. I'll say though, if that kind of happens where he's here, all right, we can maybe stay head up now. Make sure we have a base though. So that way if he does fake, boom, now you push back.
Gotcha.
They get you inside.
Right.
That was a good job on the step. So you weren't really going through it. So I could tell like you weren't really doing the whole route.
Right.
But you saw how even once I got vertical, you were still right there on the hip. That's all we want, right? We just want to be, once he gets into the stem of his route, we want to be on the hip. Right. So it could be either hip. Ideally, if you're going to be inside, you want to stay on the inside hip. Of course. But if it works out, you end up on this hip. Like, that makes sense too, because even when you were over here, like I even felt like if you were just running a quick slant, like I still probably could meet you at this spot right here and like at least make a play. Like, like if he catches a 4 or 5 yard pass, like move on, next down, we're good. Right. So one thing I was taught, if a receiver ever does anything that isn't just running straight at you, he's not running a vertical. There's a finite amount of time the quarterback has the ball before the pass rush gets there. Yeah. If a receiver has a straight like slot fade, he's getting into a slot fade right now. Right. If he does any of this stuff, that means he's trying to get you to think whatever, trying to just get you to, you know, kind of relax your guard. Right. He's just trying to break off you. Gotcha. So you kind of see that hop, that skip. It's not a vertical? Yeah, just think really, eyes on the hip, hot feet, just move where he moves. Yeah, gotcha. That's all I got, because I promise I'm probably getting beat every time off the line. Like it's not, especially when it's slot receivers. If it looks like he's running, like not trying to run towards you, don't even think about hands. All feet, all forward. Yeah. You start reaching your arm out, like, I mean, you're moving stuff. You don't run a 40 with the arm out. Of course. So if you reach your arm out while he's running full speed, of course, you're slowing yourself down, he's gonna run by you. Gotcha. That's what I'm saying. Right there, I was within your frame. Right. You punched, you're strong as hell. Right. So that punch is gonna like. It'll do something to your route. Like my shoulders got knocked back, so I had to fight through it. But like, my route's kind of, I'm off kilter now as a receiver. Probably the hardest one. Woo-wee! There we go. Was that the I'm not running a vertical release? Yep. Just a little hop off the line, right? And the thing, giant, like it works. The reason it works is because guys see it and start panicking. It's like, holy shit, why is he jumping? Right. Stay calm, stay patient, stay confident. That's really like DB. If you can do those 3 things, you can stay calm, you can stay patient. You'll be good like 90% of the time. What helped me so much in my career is like literally making things small. So if I'm here and I'm staring at your hip, like I don't care what you're doing. Yeah, no, that's why it's the hip. Yeah. Everything else can move. You can get a head fake, you can get shoulder fakes, arm fakes, foot fakes. The hips, if I go here, hips are still in line, right? So I give whatever I do, hips are still right here. Yeah. Big thing is just eyes on the hip, run.
If they do that, I'm running right underneath the route and just put my hands up.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to do it. I always say too, the out routes, corner routes, those are hard routes to throw for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like throwing away from the receiver, can't throw it short.
Yeah.
The chance of getting picked off. So they're trying to be perfect. Quarterbacks suck. Like,
right.
Every level in the NFL, there may be like 10 quarterbacks who I consistently trust.
Yeah.
To the corner route right there. So knowing that, it's like, all right, we do get beat there. Don't look back, don't panic. Just eyes on the hip, catch up, like you said. Just run in a position where you can undercut it. But if you miss the undercut, you're still in a position to tackle the receiver.
Right, yeah. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
That's good stuff, baby.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Learned a lot. That's good stuff right there. That's a valuable video right there.